Hello everyone, this is Mark Gaunya, the President of the Massachusetts Association of Health Underwriters. I'd like to take a few moments of your time today to welcome you back first from a wonderful summer with weather that I cannot remember ever being this nice. Secondarily, from an exhausting legislative process that ended on July 31st, and right into the beginning, or actually I should say the beginning of the end, of this year's election cycle. A lot of moving parts, a lot of complexity in our lives, and a lot of uncertainty. In fact, the only thing that's certain today is the level of uncertainty. So how will you navigate these challenging times? How will you continue to add value to your clients and prospects? And more importantly, how will you ensure that what you do for a living is valued and not eliminated? We're hoping at this year's annual Benefest program, which will be held on September 22nd at the Westboro Doubletree Hotel, that you will take the time to spend with us during that day to hear from a variety of people who will ultimately impact your life in one way, shape, or form. To start our day, we're going to have an author and world-renowned yachtsman, Neil Peterson, talk to us about circumnavigating the globe in a sailboat. And he's going to talk about the challenges he faced and the determination and perseverance he managed to operate his way around the world and to survive that very challenging trip. Next, we're going to break for a little continuing education that will be done by Gary Fraden and his organization, and give you an opportunity to network with your colleagues and your peers from the health plans and strategic partners that you work with to service your clients. Shortly thereafter, we'll have lunch, and then we'll be addressed by the Commissioner of the Division of Insurance, Joseph Murphy. Commissioner Murphy will come in and talk with us about 2010 and all of the activity that's occurred in the regulatory market, and more importantly, talk with us about his views of what needs to be done to control the rising rate of healthcare costs moving forward. After Commissioner Murphy's segment, we're then going to transition into a legislatively speaking session, which will be kicked off by Representative Ron Mariano. Representative Mariano has shown himself to be an advocate for private health insurance, understands the role of the broker, and understands that health insurance is expensive because healthcare is expensive. Next, we're going to have our legislative chair, David Shore, compare and contrast the final health reform bill that was passed on July 31st with what originally came out of the Senate. And we're doing that so we can show you the impact that Massahu had on the final shape of the legislation. Finally, we're going to conclude this session by having the Republican candidate for governor and former CEO of Harvard Pilgrim Healthcare, Charlie Baker, talk with you about his views about what needs to be done to shape up and to reduce the rising cost of healthcare and health insurance in our marketplace. After the legislatively speaking session, we're then going to transition to our CEO panel, where this year we have Blue Cross Blue Shield of Massachusetts, Harvard Pilgrim Healthcare, Tufts Health Plan, Fallon Community Health Plan, Neighborhood Health Plan, and United Healthcare, all coming in to talk about what they believe are the strategic priorities for their organizations as they head into 2011 and beyond. And finally, we're going to take a moment to say thank you to all of you for your generous support and time supporting the Massachusetts Association of Health Underwriters with a closing reception. We hope you'll make time in your extremely busy calendars and come spend some time with your strategic partners and with your board of directors at the Massachusetts Association of Health Underwriters. On behalf of the board of directors, I look forward to seeing all of you there, and I thank you for your time.